Welcome to Whisky Cooking Show. My name is Charlotte. Today I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous chorizo pesto pasta in the simplest way. So first of all, I just want to explain a little bit the driving force of my channel. This channel's philosophy is aligned with my motto, which is life is all about taking risk, whether it's for our personal growth or for fulfilling our potentials. I know that kitchen can be intimidating for some people, but I hope that through joining me, you will slowly grow your confidence and interest in cooking as you go. We might fail sometimes, but that's okay, because that's how we learn and improve. If you feel like joining this community, please hit subscribe to my channel and smash the like button. The reason that I want to show you this dish first is because I want to show you something that is incredibly delicious and so easy to prepare. And it looks kind of fancy as well to impress your guests on special occasions. And you know the best thing is, you can eat a lot of greens without even realizing it. In the past year, I've prepared a lot of pesto dishes for my client, but my heart always tells me to go back to this one because I just love how the rich smoky chorizo taste combines with the nutty pesto sauce, and the touch of orange zest is just gonna lift things up and tie everything together. Alright, enough of me talking, let's get started. So these are the ingredients you need for the recipe: almond, chili flakes, black pepper, garlic, olive oil, salt, Parmesan cheese, chorizo, pasta, lemon, orange, and baby spinach. First, we peel the garlic. If you're struggling with getting the skin off, just use your knife to give it a crush and it should come off easily. Then we start putting all the pesto ingredients into the food processor. To be honest, I stopped measuring the ratio when I make pesto for a while, but for this video's sake, I'll give you the exact ratio of this recipe so you get the idea. You might have noticed that I didn't use pine nut and basil leaves in this recipe. In my version, I replaced them with baby spinach and almond. It was because I was tight on budget, and surprisingly, they worked just as well. However, you're welcome to pick your own choice of green leaves such as kale, mint, and nuts like walnut and pistachio. You are your own boss in the kitchen, so go crazy. For the olive oil, 300 ml might look like a lot, but don't worry too much because it's a large recipe for 4 servings, and you're gonna need the oil to beautifully and evenly coat your pasta. Once everything is in the food processor, close it carefully, turn it on and bliss it for a few seconds. Very often, there will be bits and pieces sticking to the side or floating around that's not blending. If this is the case, I usually use a spatula or spoon to help push everything back in. When it's done, turn it back on and try for a few seconds more. It is important that we don't overdo the blending because while we want the pesto to be nice and even, we don't really want it to become a gooey paste. So this is the consistency that we're looking for. You can easily swirl it around. It definitely feels substantial, but it still has a runny, flowing texture to it. Once the pesto is ready, we can start slicing the chorizo into pieces. I like to cut it fairly thin, as I like it when there's a little bit of chorizo in every bite. To be more efficient, let's get the water boiling for the pasta. Season the water with a generous amount of salt. When the water comes to a boil, carefully put the pasta in and give it a stir to avoid the pasta from sticking together. While the pasta is cooking, we can start on the chorizo. Turn on medium-high heat and let the pan heat up completely. Add a little bit of olive oil to the pan and start frying the chorizo. I love hearing the sizzling coming from this. I mean, they're always the best part of cooking, right? Around 2 minutes later, when all the chorizo pieces have turned golden brown without getting crispy, and you can see a lot of oil is being released, you know they're ready. Okay, the pasta is done. Carefully drain it and set it aside in a big bowl to cool down a little. Add the pesto to the pasta and give it a stir. And then add in the cooked chorizo, salt and pepper, and some chili flakes. Mix until everything is nice and even. For the final touch, we need to add the orange zest. Wash and dry your orange, zest it with a microplane. Do it gently because we don't want to zest the white bitter part underneath. Try to avoid overpowering the dish, just adding a nice touch of orange zest would do the magic. So here we are, this is the Chorizo Almond Pesto Pasta. Thank you for joining me today, and I hopefully will see you next time.